Hello everyone, welcome to the very first episode of Eagles in the Spotlight. I am Coach L.A. Mumar and I will be hosting this show for all of you guys. We all know that you miss watching and also hearing about Ateneo sports, and we created this channel so that the whole Ateneo community and all its followers can hear about what is happening with Ateneo sports and what is happening with different personalities of the Ateneo. So we just want to make sure that you follow us every single week, and we will definitely be updating you. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platform, goateneo.com, Go Ateneo on Facebook, on Twitter, and go.ateneo on IG. Yan. So abangan nyo lahat yan. We will definitely be updating you. So without further ado, we want to start strong with this episode. And we have the women's volleyball team who will be joining us today. Let me introduce our guest. First up is one of the most recognizable faces here in the Ateneo community. He used to be a champion, three-time champion with the men's volleyball team, and he brought his magic to the women's team, bringing us another championship. So let's all welcome Mr. Coach Oliver Almadro.
Hi, Coach LA. Hello, kumusta?
Kamusta ka
We really miss Ateneo a lot.
I am so happy that you were able to join us. First ano ka namin coach. Ikaw ang first guest namin.
Oh, pressure to baka.
How are you? How are things going with our training?
Health-wise, okay. We're okay. I'm okay. My family, the team is okay. We see each other a lot through online, and they're fine. They're doing good, and especially their academics. I know. I'm very proud that most of them are dean's list now. Siguro dala ng ano yan, dala ng maraming oras mag-aral.
Okay. Hindi naman yan dalas dahil yung coach nila Dean's List din dati. Bakit tatawa, coach?
Ano lang ako, taga-buyo.
Nice. O sige, so alam nyo, to all our listeners, those viewing this, we don't just have Coach O. We're gonna get two of of his players here. We have Miss Dani Ravena and Miss Faith Nisperos.
Hello! Hi, Coach!
Hi po! Hello!
Hi, kumusta? Kanina ko lang kayo nakita umaga.
Long time no see, Coach.
Parang nag-training kayo this morning, tama ba ako?
Yes.
How's it going, Dani, Faith? School-wise, training-wise, with this lockdown, with the pandemic, how are you guys doing?
I feel like, syempre, us players, we're very eager to play for UAAP. I mean, that's all we've been training for all our high school to college life. And of course, now with the pandemic and yung adjustment na ginagawa namin, I think the challenge is now more than ever is to stay motivated. And because we have a very motivating coach, it's a little easier to bear with certain days na, alam mo yun, we feel na we're so lazy to do training. Siyempre ngayon, kailangan independent, kailangan sariling sikap. So, even with studies, online learning is very hard, but you have to adjust. We can't just, stay stagnant. Kailangan to challenge pa rin natin yung sarili natin. So, I think it's going well naman. Coach O, sabi ko sana, Coach, ito yung highest ko sa semester ever.
Wow!
Highest lang, pero hindi pa rin abot sa Dean's List. I'm proud of the rookies. Marami yung rookies na sobrang taas and very, very proud of them. Yeah.
That's great. I heard that you're also captain of the team, and I'm sure kanina off-air I was talking to si Faith. Faith, nakakabitin. We were all looking forward to having you nung narinig namin Faith Nisperos as enrolling na recruit ni Coach O. We were so pumped with just the excitement of having you in our program. You play 2 games, and
Yes,
then
two
you get the
games.
pandemic.
Yeah. So, for me kasi, it's very unnatural yung ganun na all those years playing for the high school team dati, sa high school team ko, tuloy-tuloy playing and then biglang nagkaroon ng pandemic and then yun pa yung pinaka I was looking forward to playing talaga for the UAAP with the Ateneo team and it's very unnatural. Parang um yung momentum kong naputol. So parang naiilang ako. It's not very usual for me na ganito na at home, then training at home, school at home. It's very unnatural.
Oh, that's right. I think we all feel that. I want to kind of ask a follow-up question because Danny already mentioned, we all know Coach O as a great motivator, and I'm sure your motivational skills are also being challenged because we're not together, Coach O. So how do you how do you motivate the girls during this time? I know there are a lot of athletes, whether in Ateneo or outside, who are watching you, your girls, just parang mga role model kayo. A lot of coaches will be watching this. How do you do it?
Oh, well, sabi ko nga sa mga players ko, new situation requires new approach.
Wow.
So, it doesn't mean it doesn't necessarily to be the X and O's of volleyball all the time. So I've been reiterating it to them. We got to have a new approach, a win-win situation, win-win program that both of us, ako nag-grow and sila din nag-grow as an athlete and as a person. So doon kami nagfo-focus now, not only the technicals and the of volleyballs, not only X and O's of volleyballs.
Oh, that's great insight, coach. So I'm sure all the coaches out there, it's more than the X and O's during this time, no?
Yes,
Siguro
yes,
talagang
yes.
sobrang galing niyan sa ganyan. Question lang with the two girls with regards to this. I really don't want to focus on the negative of the pandemic kasi I think if we watch any kind of show, we all know we miss each other. Alam naman natin yon. But I want to give a little twist to this question. What are some of the positives naman? Alam ko mahirap, nalulungkot tayo, we miss the sport as Faith mentioned. What are some of the positives as an athlete? Alam ko medyo mahirap, no? But ano yung silver lining with this, what is happening here?
Ako na lang muna. I think, siguro personally for me, I've always had this, kumbaga, constant battle with myself if I really do love volleyball.
Mm.
And if to the point na, kumbaga, am I willing to give my 100% to the sport? And with this, everything that's going on, I think it confirmed more than ever na I do love the sport because now, parang it's so easy to quit it. It's so easy to coach. Parang, sige, ito, kung na-feel natin, stop muna ako, focus on school, patapos na rin naman ako. Like, personally, feeling ko kung nagtuloy-tuloy, may mga doubts pa rin ako with the sport. But now, without it in my life, without it parang with the halt, I think sobrang gusto ko siya makasama everyday dahil sa training before, parang lagi kami magkasama, yun lagi yung complain namin. Parang, coach, wala na kaming family time, wala na kaming time para sa sarili namin. That was always our constant mentality. And now, na nawala siya, it's just that we just want to see each other, we just want to be together and train, not just for ourselves, but again, for the team, na parang we all know na love namin yung sport na yun. That's why we're sticking to it. That's why we're doing the best that we can. Even now, na kahit di namin nagagawa, there are certain ways na even nung pag-weekends, tinatry namin mag-bonding, team bonding, so through video calls. So that's also like a small way, but it makes a big difference because kahit pa paano, nakikilala namin yung mga rookies, yung mga hindi pa namin nakaka-train masyado, nakikilala pa namin sila lalo. So, I think the silver lining naman is, just having this positive impact towards being an athlete. It's just like loving what you do, continuing to love what you do even if certain challenges come along. So, yeah.
Wow. Sobrang kinilibutan ako dun sa sinabi mo. I really learned a lot, to be honest, kasi, I coach a team as well. And parang, parang ano na yun, kumbaga sa crispy pata, yung buto talaga is, do you love the sport?
Yeah.
Walang fans, walang it's and I love it. I think ako mismo I was inspired by your learnings. Coach O, parang may gusto kang i-comment regarding this, yung comment ni ano before we go to Faith.
Oh, well, yun nga, I'm telling them na at this time, they have to do what yung hindi nila nagagawa before. They have to know themselves. So I'm encouraging them to do other stuff than volleyball for them to realize uh, what's ano pa yung best, meron pang best sila na ilalabas aside from volleyball eh. Kasi many people will say, oh, they just know how to play volleyball. But no, Dani, nag-tutor si Dani, si Faith, meron siyang mini business. Si Jules, nagwa 100K na yan sa bike. I mean, most of
Grabe.
them are most of them are doing things that they haven't done before. So, wala, nakuha ko lang din ko kay Coach Jim Saret when nag ano siya sa amin, nag-session siya sa amin that encourage your players to do things that you don't do before. And actually, may players pwede na maging ano yan maging gymnast, gagaling na yan, mga flexible na yan mga yan.
Wala bang sample? Hindi ba pwede mag-sample dito, Dani or Faith, gymnastic skills? I'm just kidding.
Flexibility na kami. Flexibility.
Sobra. And yun nga, what, tama si Dani na at this time, it's all mental, it's darating ito emotional and mental eh. They have to manage that at this time. So ako, I'm happy naman that my players are nakaka-cope up do sa program na binibigay ko. Talagang hindi kami masyadong strenuous, but I teach them how to be disciplined in the parang mag-schedule sila on their own to do things on their own.
Nice. It's really loving the sport. Talagang Dani, sobrang galing nun. Faith, ikaw naman, any kind of silver lining with this pandemic? Anything that you discovered as an athlete, as a student during this time?
To add on to what Ate Dani said, I agree with her. Nagkaroon din ako ng perspective, nagkaroon ako ng bagong perspective. So, parang paradigm shift nga na, as I've said a while ago, all those years, teenage years ko, talagang naglalaro lang ako, yun lang, aral, laro. So, nagkaroon ako ng parang, sabi nga natin, Dani, confirmation na pag nawala pala yung volleyball, parang may something missing talaga sa life ko. So, I've been in my life for so long, and it's something na I want to have back more than what or how I wanted it before. And another silver lining naman is, of course, I get to spend time with my family kasi nga we've been incomplete since I've been started playing here in Manila. So we get to spend time all the time, like we work out together, and then yung parents ko, they help me with what Coach O said na I have this small business, online business na I've been doing. I even shifted to BS management.
Faith, pwede mong endorse ng konti. Ano ba ang negosyo mo? What's the business? Tapos ipapalagay ko, make sure ilalagay ko dito yung what's the business?
Well, it's named after me actually. It's named More by Faith. So, it's my parents and I naisip namin More by Faith kasi yung more is inspired by the Ignatian value na magis, right? So, yun nga, it's a simple reminder for me na every time I see that online business is I'm striving to do more, like learn more about what I can do and how can I serve other people, inspire other people more. So that's the inspiration behind the name of my business. So yeah, that's another silver lining.
Ano ba mga binibenta doon, Coach O? Ano bang
Well, it's a retail store. Like I sell some of my favorite perfumes. Then I recently added some lip tints. Because lip tints is what I usually use. So naisipan ko, okay, why not sell some of those? And then yung mga add-on na scrunchies, yung mga tale, like yung mga simpleng bagay lang na very affordable, di ba? For the young girls who wants to buy.
Yon, so please make sure, okay? Na bumili tayo sa
free plug.
May may free plug tayo dito. Lahat ng mga atinista diyan, okay?
Thank you.
retailer. Yan. Coach, babalik ako sa iyo, no? Again, your girls are doing well inside and outside the court. Just a couple of things. A lot of people have been asking about what are the things that you really miss, the three of you? Since, di ba, 2 games lang tayo, tas
Yeah.
cancel na tayo ng season 82. What are the things that you really, really parang sana bumalik na yung season dahil namimiss ko ito? How would you fill that up?
Ewan, tanongin natin Dani, nami-miss mo ba yung oval, Dani? Anyway,
Coach,
anyway,
sige.
Yung oval.
well,
Onte.
well, of course, we miss the sense of competitiveness. Yung doing things with quality. Kasi right now I've been teaching them na yung character nila should be there, yung competitiveness nila should be there. But iba pa rin kapag on court eh. On-site training is very different in on-site training. So we really miss the intensity, the passion. Yung face-to-face passion, face-to-face intensity, yung face-to-face galit ko ba no? Kidding aside, kidding. Yun ang nakakamiss. It's because when I see them do things on site, talagang nafe-feel mo yung intensity, yung passion, yung power and everything eh. Pero kapag online, sometimes hindi mo siya nafe-feel. Ako kasi mas you know naman how emotional I am eh. Coaching and in games and in practice. So medyo nami-miss ko yun, yung telling them things personally. So I always, alam naman nila Daniel, sometimes I whisper something or I shout something na and during online, I can't do it eh.
Yeah.
But yun nga, kaya I've been turning around the program in letting them watch inspirational movies, inspirational talks, and then with that, dun ko na lang binabase yung what I want to tell them. Pero basically, I really miss the intensity and the passion on site. It's because it's really different training on site kasi mafe-feel mo talaga yung energy ng team.
What about you girls? Regarding the season, Faith, we kind of were talking about this. You're technically a rookie, great expectations, and more than expectations of others, just the excitement of playing in UAAP College. Tapos 2 games, di ba, nabitin tayo. Yung games, atmosphere, ano pa?
Faye, do you wanna start?
Sure, sige. So, what I really miss is I think I agree with Coach O, yung sense of unity din. Iba kasi yung magkakasama kayo and kasama mo yung teammates mo by your side, yung coaches mo, and you could feel na you're after something, you're going after something, a certain goal, and parang sabay-sabay kayo umuurong. So, that feeling is what I really miss, yung sense of unity towards a goal. So, it's really different kasi pag kasama mo sila, like the body language, the way they move their body, yung makikita mo iba talaga pag sa on-site eh. So that's what I really miss.
Dani, ikaw, kanina nabanggit mo, are you a senior already?
Yeah, I'm on
Oh my gulay!
Nagta-tryouts pa lang ako last year, but I'm on my 4th year now. And
Grabe ang bilis ng panahon, but
super. But
what do you
siguro,
miss?
a specific situation would probably be the moment that we all go out the dugout. I feel like that's something that hypes me up every time, no matter sino kalaban, what arena. I feel like, alam mo, I was just like this little girl who dreamed of playing for Ateneo, and to be able to do that, I mean, I never took it for granted. Like, any game na I play, I make sure I give out my 100%. And like Coach O, I'm very emotional when it comes to games, and it's in my blood. I'm very competitive. So, I think I miss that the most because yun yung nakikita ng tao. But what goes on behind the scenes, the preparation that it takes before we actually compete, hindi nakikita ng mga tao yun eh. So, yung outcome na lang yung nakikita nila. So, I miss that. Kasi kami-kami lang eh. I feel like that's also a sense of kumbaga yung sabi nga ni Faith, unity, na kami-kami lang nakakaalam kung ano nararamdaman namin. Yung pagod and yung iyak, lahat yung mga emotions pag training, umiiyak sa training, lahat ng pagod, all the sweat and everything. Kami-kami lang sa team yung nakakaalam yun because, not everyone knows what we go through. So, whatever we put out there, yun naman yung result nung hirap namin. So, yun yung na-miss ko. I mean, being a senior now, it's kind of hard accepting that there's only a few years left for me to play. That's why now, I just want to go back and enjoy every single moment of it. Kahit yung training, kahit yung O1 ni Coach O, I mean, I wouldn't give it up. I wouldn't give it up for anything. So,
Coach, I want to add. I think the two will agree. I really miss the pre-game huddle inside the dugout before the game. I really miss delivering the message before a game.
I mean, si Coach
And
O,
then
may preparation na
I prepare a lot for a pre-game huddle.
Tape, lahat.
Yeah, and then pangalawa is the alma mater song every after game. I'm sure na may miss ng mga players yan. Kasi talaga for quite a while, di na nila nakakanta yung alma mater song. Sabi, plano ko nga, pagawa na sa online training namin.
Ganun tayo.
Kasi di pa nga nakalimutan. Anyway, and lastly is yung cheer namin every after huddle for UAP Championship. Ateneo fight, Ateneo one big fight. I'm sure they miss that. So, yan.
Nakakamiss
Nakakalaban
talaga.
talaga.
Kailangan mag-pray na tayo na mawala. Baka maiyak si Faith sa si Dani dito. Baka tayo, Coach O, maiyak din tayo pareho. Dahil namiss na natin. Let's just play a little, grabe yun. Can you give me a little bit of sneak peek? Dani, lalo na ikaw, you're a veteran. Can you give me a little bit of sneak peek of what a pre-game huddle of Coach O is? Okay, konti lang. Alam ko may mga konting privacy yan pero or some memorable things na gano'n. Or Coach O, kahit ikaw, pwede. Anong parang talagang naaalala nyo or at least yung atmosphere pagka pre-game?
Ako, share ko na lang na we really have a message for the day. Kumbaga, doon kami nagre-rely sa message of the day. So, we tend to, hindi to chamba. It really, sabi ko, I always pray for wisdom. I always pray for gift of tongue. And the message for us for the day, sa verse of Bible, hindi siya iniimbento. I really pray for it na lumabas siya. Pag labas siya, i-relay namin yon sa team kung ano talaga yung message for the day. And doon kami base anong gagawin namin for the day. And sometimes, sakto, di ba, Dani? Like yung championship, sakto talaga yun eh. Yung the championship, talagang yun eh. Sakto talaga yung message for the day. It's to show your power and might. And yung gameplay namin. So I don't know sa kanila. Yeah.
I feel
Dani, ikaw, bigyan mo ako ng isa. Memorable.
For us players, I mean, pinaka-memorable yun nga. I think from sa amin, yung nakuha namin from Coach O is always before a game, we drop by Jesu. I mean, a game feels incomplete if you don't pass by Jesu. So, offer a little prayer, just thank God for this opportunity and also just for guidance and wisdom for the game. And siguro, ako, favorite ko yung pag sa bus. The first ever game. Kasi syempre may mga rookies. So, pagpipili na ng seats sa bus. Kasi that will forever be your seat.
Wow.
The whole UAP. So, usually, I'll get the seat beside. Mag-isa lang sa window. And then your rookies dun sa likod. Yung mga seniors sa pinakauna. And they'll just relax. Because I feel like nandun yun ako sa stage before na sobrang dami kong dala. As a rookie, kami nagbubuhat ng gamit.
Yung Gatorade, di ba nakikita ko?
Yung Gatorade na malaki. Tapos yung mga seniors nag-relax na. And I was like, next time, I'll sit right there. So, nag-move yung mga seats. So, yung mga ganang little things, nakakamiss because it's part of being in a team.
Faith, abangan mo daw. Ikaw daw magbubuhat ng mga bola sa kanong mga
Naka-ano na si Faith eh. Okay,
Tapos na po dyan.
Okay, let's play a little bit of what if. I know it might be difficult, Coach O, but what if the season 82 actually transpired? Who were the players that you were really expecting to kind of, shine or kind of really step up for that particular season? Or maybe in the coming season, hopefully when we have a season as well.
Coach LA, that's season 82-83 yung na-cancel eh. So season 82 muna.
Sige.
Yung 2 games lang.
Ah.
Yung 2 games lang. Well, alam naman natin na ako, I really believe during that time na Faith can be a rookie MVP. Kung natuloy yung season 82, he is Mark Espejo in the making for me.
Oh,
So,
grabe! Ang bigat nun!
Yeah.
Oh, grabe!
Kaya niya yun.
Coach, Faith, ano masasabi mo? Mark Espejo in the making. Sana, bago magtuloy si Coach, Faith, Mark Espejo, legend sa amin yan. Yan ang 3 championships. Tama ba, Coach? Oh, 3 championships?
3 championship and 1 beach volleyball. 3 indoor, 1 beach volleyball.
Faith, bago mo patuloy si Coach
5 MVP,
ilan time MVP ba si ano?
5 straight.
5 time. Faith, bago lang patuloyin si Coach O, masasabi mo?
Parang natatakot ako sa training na pagdadaanan ko.
Aawayin niya muna ako, kagaya ginawa niya, inaway ako.
Sige, Coach O, tuloy.
Yeah, si Faith. Yeah, you know naman, si Faith. And then, sunod, alam naman natin na during ng season 82, bumalik si Kat, bumalik si Joe Maraginot, and bumalik si Jamie. So, ang laking bagay nun for us na yung mga seniors namin bumalik. And Dani, nag-mature na siya from season 81. Kasi season 81, si Dani nun pagka situational libero siya eh. Pero nung season 82, I know, nag-mature na siya. And come to think na si Jules and Ponggay, nakaka-achieve na nung championship. So basically, sobrang confident kami. Although 1-1 kami nung season 82, but the team believes that we can make it, go back to the finals and hopefully have a chance to win the championship again, to defend the title. But yun nga, na-cut short. Pero yun, I'm sure talaga during that time talaga abangan nila si Faith noon, si Roma, yan mga rookies noon eh.
Yeah.
And then if you will talk about the season 83 na na-cancel ulit, we have a good group.
Dalawa, no?
Yeah, dalawa na-cancel sa amin.
Like, men's basketball, women's basketball, at least naka-82 pa sila.
Yeah. Ang nangyari nga sa amin, Coach LA, kasi nung na-cancel yung season 82, nag-expect pa kami na matutuloy siya eh. So, di kami tumigil, and then, until na-cancel siya. And then, after a while, nag-change na kami ng program, isip na kami ng program, para maka-cope up for season 83. And na-cancel siya ulit. So, basically, talagang, dalawang times kami na, kumbaga sa dalawang beses kang binasted.
Ako, sana naman wag yung pangatlo, yung 84. Na naman, pagdasal natin.
Tapos yon, and then yung season 83, I have a good rookies na si Lian de Guzman and si AC Miner, coming from the UAP juniors na they are sought after rookies for
yes.
Maraming kumukuha sa kanila, but they chose to study in Ateneo because yung course nila, and then they dream of studying in Ateneo. So imagine if that season 83 nag-push through with my holdovers, and then coming si AC Miner and Lian de Guzman, and then nag-mature si Dani, si Joe Anarik nag-mature, Faith, I guess malaking yung Ateneo Women's Volleyball is on a roll.
Sayang talaga, no?
But the Lord wants to us to be here, but we just have to cope up, and I guess there's a good plan for us in the future.
I totally agree. God has a different plan for us. Faith, nabanggit kasi ni Coach O na there's these recruits who came from other UAP schools, sought after, and you're actually one of them. The year prior, studying in a different university. A lot of people have been asking, why did you choose to study in Ateneo? And I know it was a tough decision, but what was behind that decision?
It really boils down to where I could be more, like I could be challenged more, where I could be in an environment where I need to push myself more. So it's really more of a environment change for me. Like I needed to be somewhere where I could push myself more to be better. And of course, di mawawala. It's been really my dream school since galing naman ako Ateneo de
Tama.
Davao.
Tama.
So, yung parang yung foundation ko came from Ateneo Davao values. So, that's what Ateneo de Manila, that's why naging attractive yung Ateneo de Manila sa akin. Kasi, parang dun din galing yung foundation ko eh. Yung values na naturo sa akin dati. Yeah,
Not a
that's
lot of people actually know that unless they are real avid fans that you actually studied in Ateneo de Davao, di ba, Coach O? So I think mas madali yung recruitment. Danny, ikaw naman, a lot of, I'm sure, you know, I'm you get tired of like kapatid ni Kiefer,
Yeah.
kapatid ni Ferdy. Don't worry, ako pagod na ako, kapatid
Yeah.
ako ni Nico. Sawang-sawa na ako, okay? So, gets na gets kita. But you are just on a, kumbaga, you've really created your own niche. When, I think same with Ferdy, kasi yung kuya, syempre, nauna.
Yeah.
But Ferdy has created his own niche and you have created your own niche. People don't see you as the sister, but see you as really our libero. And how do you think that helped in terms of, that situation helped you become mature and prepare you to be really one of the captains of our volleyball team?
Well, I think, as you all know, I wasn't a recruit like Sila Faith. I was to walk in, try out. So I think that was a big challenge for me that I never like growing up. I never really wanted things to be given lang sa akin. Like I wanted to earn it. I don't want na parang, oh, because you're a Ravena, you'll be able to reach the same, kumbaga, goals as your brothers. But for me, it was like, okay, I'm an Ateneo. How can I help this team na it's a dream of mine to be in? Like, Ateneo Volleyball, pag narinig mo is like, big names yan, sila Ate Eliza, sila Ate Denden. And, growing up, that was like a dream of mine. So, yun yung challenge ko. What could be my edge when I go in? I know kulang ako sa skills. Late ako kasi nag-volleyball, so kulang ako sa skills. But, I know na pagdating sa labanan, I feel like I can give the most heart and the most, kumbaga, passion when it comes to playing. I think kita naman nila Coach O yun. And nalabas ni Coach O yun na nasabi niya, well, wala nga duwag na Ravena. So,
Ravena ka. Walang duwag
Kaya
na
naman
Ravena.
nagtatawag, o nga pala wala. So, in certain instances and situations na I doubt myself, I just bring that memory back and, it gives me a lot of confidence to just play my heart out. I think, yun yung, parang hindi naintindihan ng tao na it takes so much more than skills to play for Ateneo because when you play for Ateneo, hindi ka lang physically challenged sa training. You're also mentally challenged, emotionally challenged. Alam mo yun, nagsasabay mo with school, academics, us. I feel like that's what I also love about Ateneo. It's just that, it, na volleyball is not the only thing na you should prioritize, but also your school because that's your future. So, I feel like yun yung what I love about every single one of us in Ateneo. Nagtutulungan kami not only in school, not only in volleyball, also in school. Sometimes may mga rookies nag-ask sino yung prof na ganito, sino mas magandang prof to take, ganyan, mga ganyan. So, there are certain mga tips na binibigay namin sa rookies namin. Also yan, sila Faith, yung mga mas bata, just to make sure that their experience in Ateneo will go smoothly and also they'll enjoy college life as much as our seniors helped us when we were also rookies and we were yung mga bata pa sa team. So I think it's just right now we pass on to help also to the young ones. So
Wow, talagang alam mo, I think baka maging coach to Coach Oliver, yung mga words of wisdom ni Danny, talagang veterano na.
Ako kasi lagi
Pwede, pwede.
pinapagalitan ni Coach O. So lagi, yun siguro yung
Naku, baka i-bash ako ng mga fans mo, ha?
Then, ano yun, inspira. Pero grabe yung mga wisdom, Danny, I actually forgot that you were a walk-in. I just remember, and if you're an athlete here, later, sa last part, as we land this thing, I'm gonna ask them to kind of share motivation for all of us. But grabe, for all those who are walk-ins, there are some people like Faith who are high-priced recruits. But Dani, I mean, that was just amazing. I think if you're an athlete watching here, you're a high school student, a grade school kid, wow, you can just work hard, be determined. Tingnan nyo kung saan naabot si Miss Dani Ravena. Thanks for that. Okay, last. I know you guys are busy. So eto na, last statement siguro for us. Unang-una, maraming salamat for being our first guests here. There are a lot of coaches who are also going through what you just shared all throughout the episode. Talked about their struggles, talk about missing the sport, missing their teammates, missing the competition, etc., etc. Siguro for every person here, Coach O, and then the two, maybe we'll start with the two girls and then we'll end with Coach O. What can you share with them as they go through, and still, we are still going through this pandemic. Lahat naman tayo, no? So whether you're a grade school kid, high school kid, this show will also be shown to it will be watched by our athletes, our younger athletes in the Ateneo and other schools, no? So what can you share with them as we go through this very challenging times as a student athlete? Faith, Danny, and then let's end with Coach O.
Okay, so from what I've been through this pandemic, what I really learned is it might sound cliche, but you really have to look at the brighter side. So, yun nga, walang volleyball. So, ako naman, naghanap ako ng iba na pwede kong bigyan ng oras at ng effort. So, doon pumasok yung aral at yung pagtayo ko nga nung small business ko. So, that's really it. You just have to look at the bright side. At hindi talaga mawawala yung mga negative na nangyayari. But always look for the silver lining in every situation and use that in your advantage. And
Okay,
that's
thank
all.
you so much. So may mga pinagdadaanan din ng five-star recruit na Faith Nisperos, tama ba? Yun ba? Para lang kasi yung mga iba parang wala nang problema yan, walang challenge yan. Alam mo yun, it's good to hear that you also go through some challenges, di ba? And please don't forget
Of
not to
course.
buy. Don't forget to buy sa
No more
more
fighting.
Faith. Yes. Danny.
Well, I think, yun nga, as adding to what Faith said, I feel like now acceptance is a big part of everything. Um, Doing what you can now. I mean, ako, how I cope up with the situation right now, I don't think about the what ifs. I mean, it's difficult sometimes dumadating siya sa isip natin, what if this happened, what if I did this, but we can't really do anything about the past, but the only thing we can do is what we have in the present. So what I'll do today is what will um, affect my tomorrow. So, yun na lang yung mindset ko. Every day na goes by, yun yung, kumbaga, yun yung foundation ko coming into the next UAAP. Because, it's up in the air right now. Wala tayong, hindi tayo sigurado kung kailan yung UAAP. It might be in the next month, a few months, next year, we'll never know. But I think as an athlete, your very goal is to stay ready. If you're always ready, you're always prepared, um, parang it will give you a lot of confidence coming into competition. That's a big step because I don't think preparation can be done overnight. It takes a lot of time and effort to be prepared in a preparation for another championship. So we are not only naman as players, hindi lang naman kami nagpe-prepare for one university or for one opponent. It's always the main goal is to win the championship. So kung ano yung ginagawa namin now and kung what we have now, what situation we are in now is what we should focus on, and how we can make it better should always be the focus. So
Wow, thank you, Coach Danny. Danny pala, Danny. Thanks, Danny. Really appreciate you and Faith.
thank you
Coach
po.
O, for all the supporters, all the athletes, everybody who's let's face it. No, the reality is you guys are one of the highest profile teams that we have, and people really look up to you guys. They say kung, talagang iniidolo kayo ng mga Ateneo community at ng mga outside. Final words before we end this episode.
Well, yung program ko, License, we have to continue growing. My players, coaches, players, athletes, everybody should continue growing. We have to grow. When I was invited by the SALT in Ateneo to conduct a talk, I talk about the grow. So we should have a goal and do yung with concrete direction. We have a goal, and then we have to reflect and accept the reality, but where we are now, and reflect on it. And then we should have options. Options what to do. We should have a plan A, plan B, plan C. And then lastly, is the will, the steadiness of will. So everything will be wala yan kung walang will. So I always tell my parents to grow. GROW. Goal, reality, reflect, and options and steadiness of will. I always tell them that to my players. And I share this also to other coaches that we should continue growing even in these times. And ngayon kasi you just got to have courage at the present and faith in the future. Faith, hope that maging matapang lang tayo at this time, maging matyaga, and then there's still hope and faith in the future. And lastly, I'll quote Doc Rivers. Sinasabi ko, pinag-aanoan namin to ng team. Let's win the wait. So while waiting, we have to win. Win
Galing.
in your own self, hindi lang sa game, but sa sarili nila. Achieve yung hindi nila na-achieve before. Like now, most of them are dean's list, nagdi-dean's list, hindi na na-achieve yun. So now, kaya pala nila with proper goal, reflection, options, and will. So I hope na naka-inspire kami sa mga coaches and fellow coaches and fellow athletes ng aking mga players.
Wow, thank you so much, Coach O. Words of wisdom. Girls, thank you for joining us with our first episode of Eagles in the Spotlight. Coach O, we hope to see you and guest you again. I'm sure you've inspired so many people. You've definitely inspired me. So we're praying, okay?
Yeah.
We're praying that we will get to see you in the art court. Diba? Faith, we're praying that your business will be as big as SM, bigger. All right. Thank you so much. So, any final words from any of you?
Ako, let's claim Ephesians 6:10. Be strong in the Lord and His strength and His might. I mean, be strong. Talagang, it's all about Ephesians 6:10. We have to be strong at this time.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Being strong in the Lord, being strong with ourselves, being strong as a team. That's Team Ateneo for you. Again, maraming salamat for guesting Coach O. God bless
Thank
you
you,
as
thank you.
online training. Danny, Faith,
Thank
Faith,
you.
we can't wait to see you
You.
girls in
Thank you,
action.
boss. See you soon.
All right. See you
Thank
guys.
you, Coach LA. See you
Thank you.
soon.
Thank
Thank you
you.
po.